Nah, baby.
It's good to see you.
Since when does Sheriff care about danger close?
Get some, baby!
When Black Ops 4 was revealed to be another futuristic Call of Duty, I was like, this.
Yeah, it's a great game.
I'm sorry, I won't use that meme again until next month. So the people at the peak of human evolution have spoken, and what are we saying, lads? We are saying it's about damn time that Call of Duty has another modern game and COD has another Vietnam game. Jesus Christ, why has it taken so long? Instead, in the past 7 years, we're gonna have 6 futuristic CODs. That's a worse decision, men. That's a worse choice. Activision make a lot of bad choices. Now remember, of course, to subscribe to join my V-Buck sandwich giveaway. Okay, because of YouTube's rules, I have to say that's not a real thing. Alright, lads, not a real. So I did say this same exact thing about Call of Duty and the World War II setting, right? COD needed to go back to World War II, and Michael Condrey himself, the Overlord, God himself, did in fact do it, and the COD fans love him for it. So yeah, COD needs some more variation, it needs to explore more. Because, I mean, I know Black Ops 1 did touch on Vietnam a bit here and there, but out of 15 missions, only 5 of them are Vietnam. Out of 14 multiplayer maps, only 3 of them are Vietnam. So it barely scratches the surface, it barely explores Vietnam. And Vietnam, you got to think that war is like one of the biggest modern wars. That wasn't a world war. I just said war a ton, rip monetizing. But the point still stands, memes aside, COD, this is an avenue COD needs to go down, because even if you think about it, there's not much other Vietnam FPS games out there. Now, I know having a COD game, as a setting like COD World War II doesn't instantly mean that the game is good, but I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather a mediocre Vietnam game, Call of Duty, than a mediocre 8th futuristic one. Now, you know, I think a Vietnam game is in the works, coming in the COD pipeline. COD 2020, Jesus Christ, that's 2 years in the future, we'll all be gone by then. But yeah, I think Sledgehammer Games, their next game will probably be a Vietnam game in the same universe as COD World War II. You know, afterwards, the main character was very young, he was only 19 at the end of World War II, no one really cares, let's be honest about that storyline. But yeah, I guess their next game is going to be the same universe as COD World War II, but in Vietnam, 20 years later. But once again, it's Sledgehammer Games, so and of course next year, COD 2019, it just is, alright lads, it's just Modern Warfare 4, and I'm hyped for that. Jesus, why am I hyped for Infinity Ward? I just shouldn't be, that's not a healthy thing. And in the next year, if we get slapped in the face with a Modern Warfare 2 remastered, then punched in the down below by a Modern Warfare 4, my modern Call of Duty itch will be scratched. What, Michael Condrey, don't scratch there, you... No. Get away. So yes, a Vietnam and a modern COD are pretty much coming. I mean, they're not confirmed or anything, but they just have to in the next few years, right? Surely these things are happening. And not only that, like, modern can be a lot of stuff, you know, modern could be like the year 2025, it could be, I mean, Black Ops 2 was, but that game came out a while ago, so it was futuristic, but you know, a game set a few years in the future, or even like in the 1990s or early 2000s, all of that can be modern. There's so much to be explored, and I just wish that's what Treyarch did for Black Ops 4. If you watch my videos before it was revealed, like, that's what I thought it was, and there was hints to show that Black Ops 4 might have been a modern game, and I just wish it was. You know, Treyarch have done Black Ops 2, which was slightly futuristic, then 3, and now 4, just like 3 futuristic CODs by Treyarch in a row. I just wish Treyarch had done a modern game. Like, it's, in my opinion, the best setting for Call of Duty, because once again, there's so much, we can relate to it in our real world, and Treyarch, probably the best COD makers. Damn it. A missed opportunity, isn't it, lads? And also, Infinite Warfare, like, I know this is old news and we can't change the past, but Infinite Warfare should not have existed. That should have been MW4, right? I'm telling you, I know a lot of people didn't like Infinite Warfare and had this big meme hate around it, but if the exact same game, the exact same streaks and maps and just what made the game, if it was just that, but with a modern setting, and it was boots on the ground, of course, I think a lot of people would have really liked it and it wouldn't have got that hate. Damn it, missed opportunities. Once again, this is old news and we can't change everything, but Jesus Christ, Activision, why did they tell the studios to make 3 games which are exactly the same and release them all a year after? So you can probably tell by all my sighing and complaining, but I just wish things were done differently, and even if these games are in the works, it's gonna be a while, right? It's gonna be a while till we see or hear anything about this, so yeah, but the point still stands, like I said earlier. COD should have, like, different era games, you know, that'd be a pretty neat idea. But anyway, lads, I think that's all I have to say. So stay spicy, my friends, and I'll see you in the next one.